A goddess looked into his eyes and said, "Stay with me, and you will never die. No pain, no aging, no grave waiting at the end of the road. Just her, just this island, just forever." And Odysseus said no. He chose to grow old. He chose to ache. He chose to rot in the ground like every mortal man before him. He chose a wife who was already graying, a son who was already forgetting his face, a kingdom that was already crumbling to dust. Why? What could possibly be worth more than forever? 10 years of war, 10 years of wandering, and the storm that took everything. To answer that, you need to understand what this man had already been through. The Trojan War is over. 10 years of slaughter, of bronze splitting bone, of friends screaming in the mud. Done. Finished. All Odysseus wants is to go home. To Ithaca. To Penelope. To the boy he left behind as an infant. But Poseidon, god of the sea, has marked him. And for 10 more years, Odysseus is thrown across the wine-dark sea like a rag in a storm. He watches the Cyclops crush 2 of his men against a cave wall and eat them alive. He hears the sirens singing while he's lashed to his own mast, screaming, begging his crew to cut him loose. He descends into the underworld, walks among the dead, and hears his own mother's voice telling him she died of grief waiting for him. One by one, every man who sailed from Troy with him is gone, swallowed, burned, cursed, gone. And then the final storm takes his raft. 9 days. 9 days clinging to a shattered plank, swallowing salt water, watching the horizon for a shore that never comes. Until it does. Calypso finds a dying man and falls in love. The island appears like a dream. Emerald water. Cliffs wrapped in flowering vines. The smell of cedar smoke and wild thyme. For springs running clear over smooth stones. Birds nesting in the cypress. It is so beautiful it feels wrong. Like a painting that breathes. This is Ogygia, the edge of the world. The place where time forgets to move. And the woman who finds him on the sand, half dead, bleeding, barely breathing, is Calypso, daughter of Atlas, a nymph, a goddess. She has lived here alone for longer than most civilizations have existed. She carries him to her cave. She washes the salt from his skin. She feeds him. She nurses him back from the threshold of death. And somewhere in those quiet days, watching him sleep, watching the lines of 10 years of war carved into his face, she falls in love with him. Not as a trick, not as a spell. She simply loves him. The way someone loves a thing that is broken and still trying to stand. And she makes him an offer no mortal has ever received. "Stay," she says. "Stay with me. I will make you immortal. You will never age. You will never sicken. You will never die. You will be as I am. Forever. Forever." Say that word slowly. Let it sit in your chest. Forever. With no war, no monsters, no loss. Just this island. Just her. Just peace, stretching out in every direction, endless and golden and still. Odysseus stays. 7 years. Paradise on the outside, a prison on the inside. 7 years he lives in paradise. No enemy at his back. No storm on the horizon. No men dying under his command. Just the sound of waves, the taste of wine, the warmth of a goddess who adores him. And every single night, when the sun drops into the sea and the sky turns the color of a bruise, Odysseus walks to the shore. He sits on the same rock. He faces the water. And he weeps. Not for glory. Not for treasure. Not for the war he can't forget. For a woman at a loom, weaving and unweaving a burial shroud because she cannot believe he's dead. For a boy who is now a young man, who has no memory of his father's voice. For a rocky little island called Ithaca, where the olive trees are growing wild, and the throne is empty and no one is coming to save it. Every year he stays, Penelope grows older. Every year, Telemachus forgets a little more. Every year, the life he's trying to get back to slips further from his reach. And Calypso sees it. She sees him crying. She sees him staring at nothing. She knows she is not enough. She knows that all her beauty, all her divinity, all her 7 years of devotion cannot fill the hole in him that has the shape of home. But she offers again, and this time he answers, "I know you are greater than Penelope, but I still choose her." He says, "Goddess, do not be angry with me. I know that you are more beautiful than Penelope. You are immortal. She is mortal. You will never wrinkle, never gray, never fade. She will. I know this. I know you are greater in every way that the world measures greatness." And then he says the words that have echoed for 3,000 years. But still, every single day, I long to go home. I long to see the day of my return. And if some god strikes me on the wine-dark sea, I will endure it. I have endured so much already. Let what comes come. He doesn't say no because he doesn't care about Calypso. He doesn't say no because she isn't enough. He says no because eternity without Penelope is not life. It is just duration. It is just existing endlessly in a beautiful room with no reason to stand up in the morning. Because here is what the Greeks understood that we keep forgetting. Immortality without meaning is not a gift. It is a sentence. What makes a Tuesday in October precious is that there will not be another Tuesday in October. What makes holding someone's hand matter is that one day you will not be here to hold it. What makes Odysseus' journey heroic is not that he survives. It is that he is running out of time to survive for. Penelope is aging. Right now, while he sits on this perfect island, she is counting another year alone. And one day, if he stays forever, there will be nothing left to go home to. No wife, no son who remembers, no kingdom, just a name on a rock, in a place no one sails to anymore. Calypso offers him forever, but forever has no stakes. Forever has no urgency. Forever has no reason to get up, to fight, to bleed, to choose. Penelope offers him 20 years, maybe 30, then silence, then the dark. And he chooses the dark, because the dark is what gives the light its shape. The gods command, the goddess lets go. But the story does not end with his choice, because Odysseus cannot simply leave. Calypso is a goddess. He is a man with no ship, no crew, no power. He is trapped by love that is also a cage. So Athena, his guardian, his advocate in the halls of heaven, finally speaks. She stands before Zeus and says, "This man has suffered enough. 10 years at war, 10 years at sea, 7 years on that island. Let him go." And Zeus agrees. He sends Hermes, the messenger, down to Ogygia with one command. Let him go. And Calypso hears it, and she is furious. She says, "You cruel, jealous gods. You cannot bear it when a goddess takes a mortal lover. When Eos loved Orion, you sent Artemis to kill him. When Demeter loved Iasion, Zeus struck him down with a thunderbolt. Every woman among us who dares to love a man is punished. But you gods, take mortal women whenever you please, and no one says a word." She is not wrong. The hypocrisy is ancient and it is plain, but she obeys. She brings Odysseus axes and adzes. She shows him where the timber grows. She gives him bread, wine, and a fair wind. She helps him build the raft with her own hands. And when it is done, when the sail catches and the wood groans and the current pulls him away from her shore, she does not call after him. She does not beg. She stands on the sand and watches him go. She watches until the raft is a speck, then a shadow, then nothing, and the island is quiet again. And she is alone again, and the waves keep breaking on the same rocks they have always broken on, as if 7 years of loving a man meant nothing to the sea. Because love, even divine love, even eternal love, cannot hold what was never meant to stay. And a goddess who truly loves knows when to open her hands. Mortality is not a curse, it is the price of meaning. 3,000 years later, this story still cuts deep, because Calypso's island is not just an island. It is the comfortable life that is slowly killing you. The job that pays well but hollows you out. The safety that feels like warmth but is really just numbness. The paradise where nothing hurts and nothing matters, and you sit every night staring at the horizon thinking, is this all there is? And Odysseus' choice is the choice you make every single morning. Stay in the beautiful cage, or sail toward the thing that will break you, age you, and one day end you. Homer's answer is clear. You choose the ending, because the ending is what makes it yours. Calypso will never die, but she will never truly live, either. Not the way Odysseus does. Not the way Penelope does, threading her loom by candlelight, growing old, growing real, growing into the woman she was always meant to become. Mortality is not a curse. It is the price of meaning. And Odysseus paid it gladly. Every wrinkle, every scar, every year. Gladly. Because he was going home. Would you have refused Calypso? If this story hits something in you, if you have ever sat on your own shore staring at something you had to let go, subscribe to Gods and Heroes Unveiled. Drop a comment. Tell me, would you have refused Calypso? Would you have chosen the ending? I want to know. Next time, Odysseus faces a choice with no right answer. Scylla or Charybdis. And he decides to let 6 men die. Was he a hero or a monster? You will have to be here to find out. Until then, may the gods guide your journey home.